He got bullied by the principal. That was his mom.
All right, we are
Then
we are
there's a
live.
subtitle.
We are live.
We
Let's
are,
don't talk about
unfor-
Rick's mom bullying him.
unfortunately,
Yeah.
It made me the man I am today.
Trevor, if you want to send me that link, I'll make a post.
Yes. Let me go to my channel. There we go. And I'm gonna send you that link, and I'll just put it in the general.
Yeah.
There we go.
Rick was homeschooled, which made that
yeah.
4-6 change really weird.
what?
Yeah.
I zoned out for like half a second.
Yeah.
Involuntarily, like it had nothing to do with anybody. But all I heard was really weird.
I said that he was homeschooled, which made the 4-6 change really weird.
Jesus. All right, I shared it on Twitter with
yeah.
zero context.
Oh,
As one does for
Link.
Twitter.
Rick's mom
Yeah,
bullying
that sounds like true now.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
There were some racial slurs in there, and people flocked to it.
Jeez. All right, so we are live. It's gonna be interesting trying to monitor this while also monitoring my character sheet, but that's why I have a giant monitor apparently.
For
This guy-
monitoring.
that's fair.
My giant monitor of monitoring.
Plus two.
Right?
Like a bag of holding, but with monitors.
Am I live? Do you guys? I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, you're live. I just got the notification.
Why don't I see it then?
I don't know. Young Heroes Unite.
Yeah, I literally
There
just
we
put.
are.
I lazily just named it D&D Adventure 2.
So we're
I haven't posted shit on this channel in like over a month just cuz
To be fair, you've been dying.
yeah, my pancreas is stupid.
Yeah, you need to cut that out.
I'm trying.
I think they need to cut
Try
something out.
harder.
I'll do it tomorrow.
I'll do it later.
Okay.
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 Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yes,
gonna
let's
do
go.
Let's do it.
Do an intro.
A Lego.
Yeah. All right.
Just make sure everyone's awake.
Yeah.
Pooped in my pants.
So everyone that's now awake, welcome back to Herald City Heroes, the D&D podcast where I saw a shadow on the corner of my shoulder and I just freaked out. I think it was a ceiling fan.
Coming for you.
It wasn't.
It's my son's imaginary friend.
But I
Oh no!
jolly.
Doesn't like Larry now.
It's jolly.
Anyway, welcome
Larry,
back.
are
to,
you okay? Do you hear bells ringing behind you?
You know I'm good. I just panicked because I thought I don't pay attention because the screen's blurry. I don't even really look at the screen. But occasionally my wife will walk up behind me, and I won't hear it or see it, and it freaks me out. But I thought she was there. Okay,
Mhm.
take two. Welcome back to Herald City Heroes. I am your DM, Larry, and so today's question is, do you poop with your clothes on or take all your clothes off?
I
And
feel like
each
this is-
question will be
like-
answered in character.
Oh, in
Oh.
character.
Yeah. So let's start with the top corner, Engad.
So, I do take my pants off a
Oh.
little bit,
Give
but
your,
I
give your character name. And your name.
so yeah. So hi, my character names is I think it was
You
Arrow?
forgot?
This is going so well.
Is it a piece of paper? You write down.
yeah. Okay, let me
Paper
look at my.
remembers for
How?
you.
His character sheet's just on his palm.
It's
Yeah.
all sweaty.
Crap, I
Mom
took a
spaghetti.
bath instead.
Is that mom spaghetti or poop? I don't remember.
Both. So
Yeah, so my character is
What?
called Arrow G, which is an archer, and it's like a kind of a play on words. G in India means respect. So anything you want to give respect to, you add G to the end. So if I
kind of the
say
same for
Larry,
English.
yeah, so if
like
I say
the
Larry
OG.
G, so if I say Larry G,
Gangsta.
and yeah. So I do take my pants off a little bit,
Does
but
your character does?
yeah, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in
And
real life.
everybody does that, but but I do not like sit on the toilet.
You
I like
hover.
so a little further because my aim is so good. So I just like to challenge myself. So I so I
So-
stand.
Someone walks into the school bathroom and he's got the stall open and he's like 5 feet away and he's just like twerking his ass while shitting.
Yeah, yeah. So when I was learning, I once shot a squirrel out of a tree with my poop. Like true story.
Okay. All right, John, go ahead.
Okay, so I am James Love Jr. Jobs. And James Love Jr. He walks in, he makes sure no one's around, and then he'll go and he'll take a layer of toilet paper and he'll layer the entire seat, and then he'll make sure there's no one around. Pulls his pants down just a little, just enough bare minimum contact, but then he'll hesitate, and
He
he'll put
goes and
another
poops at
layer
home.
of toilet paper, and then he'll very carefully sit down and does his business. But Yobs no wear clothes. Yobs just goes everywhere. Yob.
Jobs. Yeah. Okay. Trevor.
So
I
this is
miss
a
you
very
so much.
my character's name is Brian Damagely, hero named Brain Damage. His answer is very different from my real answer. He's very careful about it and just normal pooper. Very much, I don't know, takes his pants off, makes sure no one's around, plays some nice music to drown out the sound.
Lights a
You gotta
candle.
hum some music to
Yeah,
yourself.
lights a candle.
It's the whole
It's good.
ritual.
Yeah,
Fred's a pooper.
it's his weekly poop, you know. So it's
Okay.
once a week.
All right, Tom, your turn.
Alright.
Kame.
Oh,
Character's
no.
name is Ged. No last name. I definitely just fuck it. I just go over in the corner and yeah, I'm naked and I don't even use the toilet most of the time. I just do it wherever. I could be walking. I don't care. I'll just
Yeah.
and let it out.
It's like a penguin.
Yeah.
So it's like Hansel and Gretel, but instead of the breadcrumbs, it says poop.
Yeah, just little pebbles. So I'll go next because I'm in the line, and I'll just answer as myself. I have
As God?
anxiety as God. I have anxiety when it comes to using public bathrooms. So yeah, I keep as much clothing on as I can, and if anybody enters the restroom, I turn into the lawyer from Jurassic Park. Like I cover my mouth and look. And then I'm like, oh god, they're gonna hear me breathing and think I'm weird, and so I try not to lift my feet up or any, like terrible bathroom anxiety. Yeah, that's me.
I feel like because Larry said this is coming from God, we need to write all these down, and when we're officially done with this campaign, send it into whoever's in charge of the Bible, and be like, hey, there's a bunch of facts you guys missed.
The Pope.
Whoever's in charge of the Bible.
Whoever's
Here you
I
go.
don't know who.
Christianity.
to the
An
Pope.
email address on the bottom of the website.
Dear Pope, you missed
Dear
a few things.
Catholic Church.
Goes to the church and says, "I want to see the manager."
Yeah.
For one thing,
Someone's done that
God
before.
is a nervous pooper. I don't know if anyone knew that.
Yeah.
No
That's
one
how
can
we
be
got
looking,
his
which is
from.
why he's been holding it so long.
The burning bush was actually him just lighting a match because he was nervous, and someone walked in and he was like, "Oh,
What
Look
do
over
I
there.
say? Tell him it's holy ground. That always works.
All right, Rick, your turn.
I'm Rick. My character's name is Bruiser Kane. I shit where I like and like where I shit.
That sounds like a good answer for him.
That's what I was thinking.
Does he
Were
have
we
an
li-
Irish accent?
does he?
It wasn't intended. I was gonna go. No, that was how I speak.
Anyways,
Okay.
so
If I'm going for anything, it'll be a southern accent. But
that just comes natural. By the
Yeah.
way, Herald City is canonically in the south.
oh, easy.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
So I
Welcome
can
to
quit
Southern
ma-
D&D.
I can quit masking.
Yeah, that's their
The national
school
anthem.
song. Yeah, schooling banjos.
I was gonna say our intro for this whole campaign needs to have like a really cool, intense, hero style Marvel music with just a little bit of banjo in the background.
Or a lot of bit of banjo.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Lot
Let
of
me go
it.
get my. Let me go get my banjo.
You have a banjo?
No, I don't.
Oh,
I'm going
do.
to. I'm going to soon. I have every other stringed instrument.
I do,
Anyway.
but I'm awful at it.
I might reach out on Fiverr and see if I can find somebody
that'd be awesome.
to make like an epic hero song and then like put some banjo in.
And make it Marvel meets George Strait.
I'm writing that down.
That'd be lovely.
He's like, yeah. Marvel George Strait.
Where did my pen go?
Okay,
So,
AI,
when-
go.
When the heroes, we last left the heroes, Yubbs had murdered 3 kobolds in a trench coat. Those kobolds had murdered the janitor. So there's a
Had
bunch
it
of blood.
coming.
There's a bunch of blood in the school, and you guys realized that everything had been caught on tape through the school cameras. When you went into the basement where the kobolds were looking for what you overheard as the Nexus, you ran into a goblin. And the goblin was trying to make a deal. He was like, "Yeah, I'll go get the tape for you. I know where everything is. I'll go get it. I'll bring it to you, and I'll meet you in the parking lot in your van." Was the deal. So we start off there as you guys are running out to the parking lot of the school to Brian Damagely's van, and
My white,
so we'll go from there.
my white unmarked windowless van.
It's going so well.
I want to point out that we're running out of the school, right? We're going down the hallways and everything, and
Mhm.
pretty confident no one else was here except for the now no non-janitor.
Yeah, there was
I
the
wa-
dead janitor, and then the teacher, James or Ethan Walker had left, and then you guys had previously run into the principal. So as far as you guys know, those are the only 3 people that were in the school aside from yourselves.
Okay, so when we get about halfway from the basement to the back door, wherever his van is, Yubbs just stops running in the middle of the hallway and just starts kind of fumbling around and touching things, almost falling over. And you guys can,
So-
if you
Give
If
me a
you guys-
Constitution roll.
okay. It's a good roll right there, right?
What'd you get?
That is a 15.
Okay. So as you are running as Yubbs,
Mm-hmm.
your Yubbs vision kind of gets blurry, and you start fumbling around. And as you take your steps, you realize that you are no longer Yubbs. You are back to James.
Yeah.
And the
so,
suit has just kind of disappeared.
so you guys hear from inside Yubbs just says, It's just
Was
banging
was
off
he in the
stuff.
front or the back of the group?
I don't know. We'll say in the middle.
Okay. So who was behind
somebody-
you?
Somebody had to either notice or maneuver around this now panicked flailing.
Yeah, I got it. So I guess I'll be bringing up the rear. So I'll run by and like kind of. Hey, is he always like this?
And so from behind that, you hear the school bully. Like, he kind of makes an involuntary sound because he's just seen all of this.
Oh yeah, because I'm still.
Yeah. So what? Let me.
Yeah.
So what the school bully sees is
Did
And
someone
a
just
guy
get
with-
startled? What happened?
a guy who is running in a mascot suit that looks like Gritty, but is you're orange, right?
Orange. Imagine a mixture of Gritty, the hockey mascot, mixed with Cookie Monster.
So you see this mascot suit like rip off this just rip apart and get sucked into the back of one of the students. And in front of him you see a kind of smaller bluish what color is
Green.
green
Goblin-like.
greenish, smaller goblin looking creature, and then a rat looking creature followed by an archer.
I really like that picture. I'm gonna find it again.
The moment that Yubbs kind of absorbs into James, which you have a very large entity being pulled into a very smaller entity, so you're literally watching like teeth and eyes and everything form in and
It's
move
almost
out
like
of it.
Venom.
Kind
Okay.
of, but more horrific, and there's a lot more screaming. It is like just, and the moment it's done, he just keels over, panting loudly, and then almost starts trying not to throw up. Because
Yeah,
one,
so
that was
you-
awful, and two, Yubbs ate pizza, and James is allergic to cheese.
Is he allergic to cheese or is he lactose intolerant? Is there a
Lactose
difference?
intolerant.
There
it's
is.
mostly cheese.
Okay.
My niece can't have like any dairy. It doesn't matter if it's lactose or not.
Okay. So how do you react to that?
What the fuck?
I just sent what my rat guy.
So we see the bully yell, "What the fuck?"
Group chat.
Yeah. What the fuck? Quite animatedly.
You guys just keep running.
Uh,
I'm just like,
Look, we are trying
who is
not to
that
go to jail
guy?
right now, so
Well, if that cabal is running from somebody, I'm going to join them.
Okay. So you just like they must be running from something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and if they are running from somebody, I'm probably should join them.
And everyone give me a perception check. So roll a d20 and let me know what you get.
there it is.
So are we doing it in the
5.
chat?
oh, I completely
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
I'm not
forgot
even sure.
how
How do we do that?
to- Yeah.
Uh,
so-
So on the left, where it
Yes.
says hashtag general,
Yes.
click on that.
Yes.
what do
To
you type?
roll, you do /, type the word roll. Then, in this case, we do D20 or
Mhm.
1D20.
Roll 1d20. Well, that's not it.
it makes the stream a little weird for me because I'm just sharing
Uh,
Discord so
space
they
in
can see the
between.
rolls.
Oh,
Space in between
It's okay.
the roll and the modifier.
Oh,
for those streaming, if you want to just roll on something else in person or on a website.
I got a 16.
I got a 12.
13.
I have 11.
What did Ged get?
7. This is just a basic D20, right?
Plus
Okay,
perception.
So,
Oh, perception.
yeah.
It,
would be your wisdom modifier
Plus
if you
2, so not.
Okay, so everyone except for Ged, who's not really familiar with the sound, you all hear sirens, and they sound like they're approaching quickly.
The do we know, are they police sirens or ambulance sirens or fire truck sirens or a person
Did any,
called siren?
Here
Did
in
anybody
America,
roll-
they all sound the same.
no, they don't. Did anybody roll over a 15?
I did.
No.
Okay, so
Oh.
for Trevor, you can tell that these sirens are very unique.
Okay.
I'm just gonna blast in everyone's head, get the fuck in the van, and I'm just gonna run, make a run to get in the van. I'm not gonna say it. I'm just gonna blast it in everyone's head.
Including the bully.
Do I notice he's around?
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, I'm gonna just so you're just gonna hear in your brain, get the fuck in the van.
Which is gonna
So
be
now-
even more weird.
Yeah, so you
You
see
don't
a
know what
bunch
the
of
fuck that is.
Yeah,
you see a bunch of
yeah.
Comic-Con rejects, and then you hear in your
Fuck
head,
audience
"Get the
members."
fuck in the van."
In the white paneled windowless van.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
I am
now-
I'm hesitant to join the van.
Are you gonna tell them why?
Everybody knows what happens at white vans.
No, so
It
this
It
one-
smells like cake in there. You're fine.
Can Brian sense his hesitance?
I sense very surface emotions, like without doing any sort of rolls. It's just very like
Yeah. So you
low
can- you can-
surface. Think
you can
Betazoid.
sense that he's kind of nervous. But you don't know why.
Because the lefties are trying to kidnap kids to
I
eat.
mean, if you want to roll intelligence, you could probably figure out why. But
Yeah, no, it's I'm just gonna do a persuasion check and say it's okay. We'll be safe in the van. I'm just gonna do a persuasion. I just nat 20'd my persuasion, so that plus 20,
Alright.
plus 7.
Andy.
Get in the fucking van.
I'm very persuasive.
No, for Bruiser, you realize you're bigger than him, so you're probably safe.
Even though I can speak in his mind.
Yeah.
So all that
Only
James
God speaks in my
loves
mind.
Junior- all that James knows is that he just got told by Trevor via mind to get in the van. He hears sirens coming, and there's also the school bully charging down the hallway at him. So yes, he's very motivated to get to that van. But he's also trying not to throw up while running to the van.
Alright. Once they all get in the van, I just want to like close up the doors and just kind of lay low.
Okay. Do you guys want to look around, or are you all just gonna hunker down?
There's no windows.
There's
Uh,
windows in the
There's
front.
like
There's the
windows
side
in the
ones.
Are
Okay.
the windows, are they cracked?
I don't
Like-
know. Would
Big
Brian
enough
leave?
for
Probably to keep the smell out. Probably to keep the smell out, he would keep them cracked. It's an old
Yeah,
bakery van. It doesn't smell. It smells sickeningly sweet.
You know, like how
Oh.
in Scooby Doo, like when they look out of the door, their heads are in order horizontally. So as yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta
so
jump.
I
It's
feel like
literally-
we open the back door of the van and all just speak out.
It's literally there's no seats except for the front seats, and it's just like old, like stripped out bakery, like some bakery supplies, and then like what looks like makeshift crime fighting gear, like zip ties and handcuffs and mace and shit.
Okay, that does not look.
I am on edge.
Remember, when we
get
do
ready, 'cause-
Ingad, when we do Ingad's idea of the Scooby-Doo heads coming out, the tallest needs to be at the bottom, and the shortest
The
needs to
shortest
be
at
at
the
the
top.
yeah.
So what you guys do see when you look out of the van is a lot of like larger vehicles with blue sirens, like blue lights and sirens. There's a lot of hazmat people running around. And you guys realize that you are supposed to wait for the goblin to show up.
Yeah, isn't he getting us the tape?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So
He knows to come here, so let's just.
Yeah, I told him.
Don't
He'll be
get
fine.
down,
He'll make it here.
Maybe not shake the van too much.
So I'll just have a pint at the Winchester until it all blows over.
Hmm.
I'm gonna
How
curl
far-
up in the corner and try not to open my eyes.
Okay.
how far is the van from the school?
It's in student parking. So it's like right there with the school.
Okay. And since the windows are cracked, what I'm gonna do is take all my clothes off.
What?
Everyone
Alright.
just give him his.
Whoa! It's not this kind of van.
Use an action to, I guess, shift into my rat form.
Okay.
Go out the crack in the window. Go towards the school and try and check on the goblin to make sure that's going.
Okay.
Well, that was weird.
What?
I'm just saying. Well, that was weird.
So you guys just see the were rat turn into a smaller rat and climb out the window without communicating to anyone.
I have my eyes shut and my hands over my stomach curled in a little ball, and I'm like, well, here.
Trevor, can we willingly open communication with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it a two-way call?
I can
I
establish.
didn't know if you had to.
I can establish.
a connection.
I have very short wave for like just where I can kind of project thoughts and stuff and read surface thoughts. I can establish with one person for several miles, but just with one person. So if you're leaving, I can just establish it with you.
Okay.
It doesn't have to
I'll
be-
do that.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be something that you do. I can just activate it before you as I see you leaving.
Well, I'm very willing. I consent to you being.
Yes, you can sit to me being in your brain.
Before you crawled out, you pulled up a legal form.
Yeah.
There's an app for that now.
Exactly. But yeah, so I'll, I guess, I don't know if you want to stay in the van with them or follow me and see what happens, I guess.
I'm just establishing my connection with you, so you can tell me what's going on.
So, like, when he's establishing his connection, Tom hears the old dial-up modem. out in
Oh,
his
God.
head.
So
I figure I'm like da 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 da.
so as you Trevor, give me a I guess that would be a Constitution roll.
Sure. That plus my con, which is high, so that would be an 18.
Oh wow. So with an 18, it pretty much opens communication to the entire group. So you
Oh.
guys start hearing each other's surface thoughts. And what does each person hear?
Mm-hmm.
Don't puke, don't puke, don't puke, don't puke, oh God, don't puke. What gives it?
Gonna
I
go
don't
get
puke.
goblins. What the
My
fucker
character is
up
thinking,
to?
like, we haven't done anything wrong. Why are we hiding again? But I'm too awkward to ask these people. I'm like, okay, I'm with them. I don't want to question them. I don't know how poor people behave, so
I'm having a psychic conversation with my dead parents about who these people are and if they're going to, catch us and find out and stuff.
So for
I'm
your
constantly screaming in my head.
Just a non-stop.
Yeah, you're probably pretty freaked out.
it's like the key
But
in
it's
episode.
all real.
Is that
It's
Savoli
real.
screaming or am I screaming? I don't know.
for Brian, you see the painful reminder because it's the last action that your mother did, as she tells you to hide.
So is she
Not
telling me to
tells you,
hide?
but she's kind of signing,
Okay.
signaling to hide. And it's just like the night that she was murdered, the way she's doing it.
I'm just gonna tell everyone psychically then, just stay hidden.
Um,
I will not stay hidden.
You're a rat, you'll be fine.
I know, but that's what's fun about it.
so Ged is walking through the parking lot, and as you're walking, you can see the hazmat teams are carrying the kobolds' bodies out. They're carrying the janitor's body out, and you see them walking with the principal and the teacher.
We're
And
still there.
they were. So give me a perception roll.
All of
Just Gad, right?
Anybody that's so either Ged or anybody that's looking out the window.
Ooh, 20.
That is not me.
18.
16.
Oh, shit, Nat 20. Damn. Plus, I have a modifier, so.
Legolas,
So-
what do your elven eyes see?
Yeah.
Yeah, so G sees this first. You see the goblin wandering through the parking lot,
Yeah.
and he's going towards another white van.
Can you
And it's the
try
van
and
that he
communicate that
mentioned.
with me?
He did mention you. The rest of you that rolled high see this also, but it's the van that he mentioned is abducting kids.
Jesus.
So what I do is I type a note on, like, I write a note on my arrow, wrong van, and the arrow has like a flat head. It's like not a lethal arrow. And I
Like a suction cup.
yeah, kind of like that.
It's like an arrow going
Why
through
are
the
you-
legs.
I am literally outside. I rolled a 16. I've got a move speed of 40.
I can psychically
I
just
only-
tell him. I can literally just psychically tell him.
He's
Well,
already
yeah,
done
I'm
it.
already.
The arrow's gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's best if we do all 3 plans at once.
Yes.
Give me,
Wrong. All of us say wrong van.
Give me an
So-
attack roll.
What's
Attack?
that?
For you, it would be your attack roll for your bow.
No, I mean, what do you want me to type? Is that
tell
a
me.
1d20? I mean, is that a 1d20
Your
as well?
bow.
It'd be a 1d20, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, when you said type, I thought you meant the arrow. Yeah, it'd be a regular attack roll, just a 1d20.
Oh shit.
Plus your attack modifier.
What'd you get?
2.
Okay.
So that's good.
So,
You don't want to hurt him.
no.
So-
But we-
So what happens is as Ged is running through the parking lot, and the rest of you are like screaming in your minds, "Wrong van!" You just see an arrow like shoot way over the van, and nobody sees it.
I'm happy that's the end outcome you picked, because in my mind, I pictured him shooting way off to the right and hitting the rat direct in the head.
I'm just thinking like a natural one. You literally hit the goblin in the knee, and he screams in the.
Or the arrow goes through the window of the wrong van.
You got one, the arrow would
but
go through his knee, and he'd be like, "What was that?"
So
I'm
it's a
just
suction.
picturing, I'm
It's a
picturing the
suction cup
goblin
arrow, right?
going across the the
I
parking
used to be an
lot,
adventurer.
and he just sees a rat coming up to him, and the arrow just. What's that?
The arrow goes way, like it goes miles away
That's the better
into the
outcome.
woods, and so
Can
the
you
rest
hear
of you have.
fracturing my leg?
Some random person. Wrong van. What does it mean?
Some guy
And
out
that
there,
it hits the random person in the head with the suction cup. It stuck to.
It becomes
They happen to be at a car
Chekhov's
dealership.
arrow. So what do the rest of you guys do?
I am still.
I am still running at him.
I'm
Okay.
just psychically projecting wrong van.
And so, Bruiser, you hear them talking about the van.
Yes.
Do you react?
I'm wondering if this is the wrong van too.
Okay. Okay. So you
I'm wondering if that might have been the better van.
give me a Constitution roll, just Bruiser, to 1d20 to see if your surface thoughts come through.
19.
Okay, you control your thoughts perfectly. So Ged, you make it to the van, and as you make it, the goblin has opened the back doors of the van, and all you see is like him just be yanked in the van.
I jump in.
Okay, so give me acrobatics roll.
Yeah.
And we all see him get kidnapped, right?
Yeah.
You,
yeah, so
if
you
nothing
guys would
else,
all
you
be
hear it
looking
in
at
my
the van.
head. That's 13. Do I have? What's the modifier for acrobatics?
Man, these shot abductors are gonna
it
be
would just-
surprised.
It would just be your
+4. I mean, that's mine. Oh, sorry.
Is it a dex?
yeah, it's dex based.
Okay. So 15 with mod.
Okay, so you make it in, and when you get into the van, I assume that you're projecting what you your thoughts on what everything is.
Yeah.
So you see that the van is not what you expected.
How much
It's more. There's no candy. It's all lab equipment.
No.
It's
I
all
knew
right.
It's all lab
Oh, for
equipment,
goodness.
and the van is very, very large on the inside. They're using TARDIS technology.
Ooh.
I'm shutting off surface thoughts.
Give me a Constitution roll.
Gonna freak us out more.
Yes. Six.
Okay, so you do not do that. You are relaying everything you see to the point to where they can almost see through your eyes.
God damn it.
Your willpower just diminished on us.
How far away is the van?
It's just like right across the parking lot. Not very far, like maybe I'd say about 30 feet.
Okay. Is it taking
Can
off or anything?
So
The
I.
what?
Is it driving
I
away?
fire,
No, it's just sitting
Okay.
there.
Okay. So what I do is I fire a arrow and with a suction cup, but it also has a tracking chip on it.
All right, give me another attack roll.
Mhm.
Come on, big money, big money. 5 + 4, 9.
Let's see. Whoa.
Hit one of the hazmat guys. Hit one of the hazmat.
We got Timu brand green arrow. Keeps missing.
So this one's
Let's
like a
see.
smaller one because you don't
It's
want a
the
giant
brown arrow.
The-
So what did you roll?
9.
Okay, so this arrow, like, it actually hits the van this time, but it just falls right off. They did a very, very good wax job. And you're 0 for 2 on arrows.
Yeah.
What do the rest of you do?
I finally stop being curled up in a ball, and I'm tentatively peeking my head up to look out the window.
Okay, give me
It's a big
a
deal for me.
give me
Mhm.
a perception roll. Just James.
That would be a 6. Yeah. I'm still not
Uh,
feeling good.
Okay, you don't see
Mhm.
anything of interest. You see the van, and everything's still kind of blurry. Like you've got like tunnel vision. It's very
Yeah, my
hard to
eyes
see.
are watering and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, are you guys just gonna leave Ged in the van?
I'm just asking Ged telepathically, like, how are you doing in there, buddy?
There is so much shit in here. Like, all the toys. I have seen a lot of labs. I mean, like, a lot of labs because, you know, I'm a lab rat. There's a lot of stuff.
Any people in there with you?
What's the goblin's name?
Never asked for his name.
There's the
Oh, wasn't his
Ooh.
name Asparagus?
Oh,
Yeah, asparagus.
Is the goblin in
Yeah.
on the conversation as well? Like, can he hear? Get-
No, he can't. The goblin can't hear.
Okay, cool.
Or you don't hear the goblin, so you can assume it works both ways. So as you're looking around, you do hear the goblin scream in the next room, and it's a
Another
large
room.
a large reinforced door
Oh my.
that
Oh.
looks like you'll need a key card to get in it.
Yeah, and that's inside the van, right?
That's what Get is seeing
Oh, okay.
inside the van.
I knew it. It's a conspiracy.
Is are the hazmat people still around?
Yes. So you see them off on the other side of they're at one side of the school. The van is at the other.
Okay, so we could probably get out of the van and go to the other without them noticing.
Depends on how stealthy you are.
They're working
Um,
together.
Yeah. Plus, hey, so does
They're
that help
cahoots.
that I know the Pink Panther tune? Dun, dun, dun.
That should help.
That actually gives you disadvantage on rolls. 'Cause if you think it, you hum it out loud.
But if he
That's how that
hums
song
it,
works.
if he hums it, it might inspire us.
It could.
Okay, so like I rolled I got a 19, and
Okay.
so for stealth,
Chew.
what's my
Yes.
modifier?
So you guys are sitting there thinking out loud, and you look around, and the arrow's gone.
Yeah, and I have a 19 plus 4, so
Oh.
meanwhile I'm humming the Pink Panther tune
You,
like,
you
in
just
my mind.
Batmaned the fuck out of there.
I-
They
I'm gonna
don't
grab-
hear that.
I'm gonna
All I
grab
hear
one
in
of my
mind is
backpacks.
the Pink Panther
Sorry.
tune, and then the sea, and I'm gone.
Nice. If I see him
Okay.
leave, if I see him leave, I'm gonna grab one of my backpacks full of like crime fighting shit, and I'm just gonna tell them, "Hey, you guys can lay low, or you can come with me. I'm gonna go help Ged." And I'm gonna hop out
so-
the back and try to walk to the other van.
And I
Give me
realize
stealth roll.
10?
Okay. What do the other two do?
my first thought is to let you guys just go and do this because it sounds like a bad idea. But then I realized that if you both leave, I'm left with the bully. So I'm gonna roll a stealth roll.
I am also trying to get out of the van with the guy who just absorbed the gritty costume into his person.
That's 16.
Okay, so
Do I need to roll 2?
yeah, roll a stealth roll.
D20.
Yep. And then add your stealth modifier.
So what you could do is just press up, and it will like show you what you last typed, and then you can just press enter.
So, what's the modifier for stealth?
Dexterity.
There's a
If
Oh.
you don't, if you're not trained in it, it's dexterity or
9.
okay. So everybody is able to get through, but Rick, as you are as you're walking, you stumble and bump into a car, and the alarm starts to go off.
Nice. I shit my pants.
Stand there.
I shit where I like it. I like where I shit.
That works. Yeah.
But I
All
continue
right.
walking towards the van.
Wait, are
Okay.
you a chronic shitter?
In real life or in the
In
But yes,
in the
yes.
story?
Yeah.
Hang on a
for
second.
both?
you two are gonna get along great.
Yeah, we are.
My accuracy is not what Tom's is apparently, or Angaz.
Yeah, I've been training this my whole life. Like my ancestors also were like super poopers.
Super poopers. I love that.
Just picturing some like old, medieval dark time like battle, and whatever the people are raiding the fortress, and up on the walls are the legendary super poopers.
Yeah.
Now they're raising their their shirts.
Larry,
I'm
that
back.
was the most
Shirts up,
terrifying
pants
thing
down.
I've ever seen.
What?
Because I was looking away, I didn't realize you had gotten up,
I just gone.
and I look back over and like I see you standing like way in the back of the room, and like it's the only part that isn't blurred because like it recognizes that hey, that's a person. I was like, is that?
He's
can't even tell if that's Slade.
Slender walked
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah. So the alarm's going off, and the other group has run into the van. And when you guys open the door, you do see that it is larger on the inside, just as Gad had said. And Bruiser, do you go in there as well?
Well, yeah.
Okay, so you're all in there. And on the outside, you can kind of hear faint footsteps. You can assume that the alarm has brought people you don't know who. So what are you guys going to do now?
Is there a lock on the door that we just came through?
No.
No. I start moving furniture towards the door.
And there is a lot of furniture. There's a lot of desks.
That's a good
lot of
idea.
Lab equipment
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
I'm
I'm panicking.
join
I have no idea what's going on, so I just default to moving furniture.
Okay, so
I start helping.
My character starts panicking because the bully is trying to block us inside this room.
so
I am going
as you were
to
Oh, go ahead.
telepathically communicate. Hey, real quick, did anyone happen to grab my clothes?
No.
What?
You were
Oh.
You're a
That looks
small
like-
rat, right? So I hand off my handkerchief. It's just like, okay.
oh,
Looks like we
I
both need a set of
appreci-
pants.
Yeah.
and
Are
as you're
you-
piling furniture, the door opens outwards, and you hear two people like, "What the fuck?" And they just start trying to climb through all the furniture that you piled.
I immediately cast sleep on them.
Okay,
Do you have to roll for sleep?
I roll for how many hit die I can do worth of sleep.
Okay, do that.
Are these the people in the hazmat suit, or are these like different people? Do we know?
Uh,
Do we see
So
them?
these look like these are just guys in regular suits.
Oh, so they're wearing suits, right? They're like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
So up to 30 HP falls asleep.
Okay, so these guys, they open the door and they're just like, "What the fuck?" And then they just pass out midway through, like trying to move stuff.
It's one of only 2 uses I get for the day, and it only lasts a minute though.
Well,
I continue to add furniture.
So I load up my arrow that in the end is a punching glove. I just like keep it loaded.
You'll wake them up if you do that. I'm just gonna say that.
No, I'm not gonna fire
gonna
them
save it
just
for
in
when
case they
they-
wake up.
So,
I
yeah,
just want to say, as the guys were halfway falling to the ground, blacking out, they just hear this really whiny, nervous kid yell out, "Oh God, they're sex perverts!"
and then they fall asleep. They're like, "I've been chloroformed."
I'm literally just gonna pull zip ties out of my backpack and just zip tie them before they wake up.
This is not helping your pervert situation.
I
Hey, should we
it's
also zip tie the doors together so
Yes.
they cannot open out.
yes.
Okay, so do you guys leave the guys out, or do you bring them in and zip tie them?
Take the pants off one of them and switch out pants.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he can get close
I
too.
take the get the clothes off the other guy. This
Yeah.
is gonna be funny because he's a fully grown man, and I'm 5'5".
Yeah. So the clothes that Ged gets are too big, and the pants that Bruiser gets are too small. But they're like he's able to squeeze into them, but you know it's uncomfortable.
And you guys don't want
But-
to change it now.
So
You've
they would be
already-
like
you
the
made a
same.
mistake.
They're the same
Yeah.
size pants. It's just worth that different.
Yeah, there's that big a difference.
So it's not like we could switch and they'd be.
No. And so Bruiser, give me another Constitution roll.
Ooh, this is for splitting your pants.
No.
19.
That would be funny.
Okay, your thoughts are still your thoughts. You're not sharing them with anybody.
As they take the pants off of the guys and start, exchanging them and everything.
And zip tying.
Brian hears James' thoughts as he goes, "Wait, were they the sex perv first, or am I with the sex perv?"
I am also going to check pockets and everything for money, keys, anything that could be of use.
Okay. Hang on.
I refuse to let him check my pockets.
You know, one of the cool things.
So as you are checking the pockets, you find one of the guy's wallets in the pants pockets that you took from the guy,
Mhm.
and you open it up and you see a badge that says Bureau of Paranormal Investigation.
I was thinking it would be the Department of Fish and Game. John gets that.
Supernatural.
Considering who they're chasing.
And you also find a key card, which you can assume goes to the door that has
In the rape.
the key card, where you hear the goblin screaming.
Oh, he's still
do you wanna
screaming?
open the
He is
easy
still
thing?
screaming. Yeah.
Is it? Can we tell if it's like a physical or mental anguish?
Are they
You
happy
just hear
scream?
screaming.
Okay.
Happy
They are.
scream.
They can be different screams.
Happy
It's-
screams.
It's just pain. You hear
Oh.
like bone saws and
Okay, so we can
Hammering.
assume.
So not
Got
happy
it.
scream. I mean,
Yeah, the
he
two
could
guys
be-
in the suit.
it could be a weird kink, you don't know.
Yeah.
He is a goblin.
Are we also duct taping these guys' mouths?
I hadn't thought that far ahead, but go for it.
Do you have duct
I
tape?
just mean I don't want them
Pro-
yelling
yeah.
for help. Oh, do these guys have walkie-talkies?
they have earpieces.
Ooh, smart.
Did these guys come from the cab of the van or from across the lot?
Yeah, are these the
so
owner
for-
of the van?
For you, you'll know that these two guys have been hanging around this van for a while.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because you spend a lot of time skipping school and hanging out in the parking lot.
Doing drugs, maybe. I don't know.
Think
That's what I'm,
Bullying
that,
people.
I'm concerned that the drugs have gotten to me at this point.
It's a fair assumption. No, I think taping their mouth's a good idea. I would probably have some duct tape in my crime fighting thing.
Okay.
I've probably got a
so-
butterfly knife on me somewhere.
Do you stab them?
Maybe stuff their own socks in their mouth before we tape them.
Yeah, give me their socks.
Yeah.
Escalated quickly.
Yeah.
That way they can't that works better for like them. They can't talk.
You've tied these guys up very well. You duct taped the hell out of around their head, so the duct tape's not coming off, and their socks
And
are
they're,
in their
like,
mouth,
It's
Tied
just
to
duct
something
tape on a
else
nose.
so they
and
can't
they're in their underwear.
Okay.
So
No, I needed underwear too.
one of them is just one's in their underwear, and then one's got his nuts out.
Dude, I was naked, man.
But
So both
you
those
both
dudes
took both of their underwear.
butt ass naked,
Oh, God.
tied up to like a
Okay.
radiator, zip ties and duct tape all around their head.
All right.
Can we say that we tried for shame purposes to put his soiled pants on one and his soiled underwear on the other?
Yeah. Okay. So these guys look like they shit themselves.
I love it.
It smells really bad. So you guys still hear the screaming of the goblin.
All right, let's go help him.
I am
Yeah.
back to trying not to vomit.
So, you use the key card and it opens up into a very, very large lab, almost like a surgical room. And you can hear two guys. They haven't even started cutting on the goblin. They've just been like testing their equipment, and the goblin has been screaming. And he's like, he's like, oh god, they're cutting me. Oh god, and they're like, subject seems to be slightly intelligent, a bit exaggerating, and you can see them drawing blood from the goblin. And the
So
goblin's like,
do we see them actually like using a saw at the goblin, or did
they're
just
not
have-
even sawing it. They're just like testing the bone saw.
Are they next to him, like menacingly holding it over him, or are they off to the side,
They're
like
off to the side.
clipboard in one hand and
Like,
saw in the
there's-
other? And
There's a nurse taking the blood, and the two doctors are just kind of over to the side, taking notes and making,
Prepping.
yeah.
So I
Yeah.
fire my the arrow that I had cocked, loaded, pulled back. What's the correct word?
You've been holding it this whole time.
Yeah. Drawn, drawn, right? So
Getting
and it
tired.
has like a punching glove, boxing glove at the end. So I fire it at the hand of the guy holding the bone saw. I rolled a 16.
Okay, so you actually, this is the first arrow that hits, and since he's not expecting it at all, like you knock the bone saw out of his hand, and it like falls to the ground, and he's just panicking. But the other doctor looks, and you see him. Give me insight roll.
All of us.
Yeah.
So nat 20 again. So I got a 21.
Okay, so with a nat 20, it's almost like you can hear his thoughts. You see him the other doctor look at you, and then look behind him at a giant red button that says alert.
Okay,
And
so
Roll an
he's-
eight.
so I like
19.
think
Yeah.
I think
16.
really hard about what I saw, and I like try to convey to everybody that we need to stop him from pressing the alert button.
Yeah, so everybody that rolled over a 15, I'll give you one action, aside from Engadu, who's already taken his action. What will you do to stop this guy? You know that he's going towards the alert button.
Just as a
Yeah, you
question,
wanna roll above
is
50?
there
Yeah,
is
roll.
there is there any obvious like other than the button itself, anything that's like keeping it on or off? Any like power switch, any power running to the on off button, like the alert button?
No, I mean there's like a power cable, if that's what you're asking. It's on the side attached to it, and it goes to a bunch of computers.
So I can see a computer that runs to the alert button.
Yeah.
I shut the whole computer system off.
Okay. What does everybody else do?
I vomit finally.
Okay.
I look at what I realize what Ryan did, and I just start laughing.
And so the guy, he turns, and he runs to the button. I'm going to roll a d4. Odds, the computer was the power source. Evens, it wasn't.
Ah, shit.
It's a 1.
Okay.
So he hits the button and nothing happens, and you see him just panicking, hitting the button.
So I yell, I draw another arrow and I yell freeze towards like everyone, like with my mouth, like so that they can hear
You
it.
should turn the bow sideways.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
like
Make them know you're serious.
yeah.
And
So,
so
this
you-
time I have 3 arrows loaded now.
You see the doctors, like, and the nurse raise their hands, and the one doctor that was holding the bone saw, he looks at you guys, and he's like, what do you want?
The one guy who was holding the bone saw is like, bone saw is ready.
I want to roll intimidation. I don't know if I can get advantage if I do this while I'm shifting into were-rat.
Depends on what you say.
I want my fucking videotape.
Okay, give me an intimidation roll.
Daddy's gonna be a star.
Oh, fuck
Ooh.
yeah, that's 19.
Okay. The, the,
What
doc-
happened?
the doctor rolled a 20. And
No
he,
fucking way.
what'd
No
you get?
fucking way.
So you got a 19 total?
What would the modifier be from?
Charisma.
Intimidation. Yeah.
What?
It'd be
Charisma?
charisma. Yeah.
Oh,
Unless you're proficient in intimidation.
I am not.
Okay.
It's okay. Let's do a little good cop, bad cop. I'm gonna be like, hey, let's cool this. We're not here to hurt anyone, buddy. And I'm gonna do
I'll have-
persuasion to be like, we just want to know like what you're doing with our friend, what you're doing here, why you're trying to hurt all of us. We were here just protecting the school, and you guys seem to be, pretty aggressive. You just kidnapped our friend, and we're like, gonna cut him up. So I'm gonna roll persuasion and just ask why he's here, why he's trying to do that.
Okay.
I can be bad cop, right? Because I have like the arrows loaded. Right?
It could be
And,
like good cop, bad cop, bad cop, bad
Yeah.
cop, bad cop.
24 on persuasion.
Okay.
This is literally what my character's built for. I'm the charisma guy.
He looks very calm, but he was like, I mean, it's obvious this is a research facility. You're a goblin. You should. The other goblin.
I'm not a
should
god.
be-
I'm not a goblin. I know
You-
it looks
why do you-
weird.
No, you're a goblin.
No, I'm a human. I turned into this after a traumatic event.
Very
No,
judgmental.
humans don't look like that.
I just immediately like turned back into a human.
Yeah.
And he looks over to the were-rat. He's like, you seem to be augmented by magic.
Yes.
You're not one of ours.
No.
Okay. So the rest of you are human?
And I say
Yes.
in my French accent, oui.
I don't know what
He's
accent.
not human. He's
What
French.
just happened?
I'm gonna
Uh.
nod at Yubs and be like, I don't know what the hell that is.
I mean, he looks human.
Yeah, but he's
He's
got
also kind of cowering
thing.
behind something.
Looks like a student you've trapped. Are you guys students here?
Yes.
No.
Maybe.
Why are you experimenting on our
Depends on
school?
who's asking.
That
Depends on
everybody
who's
was talking. I can only keep one
Sorry.
conversation at a time. Sorry. So who's asking? And damn, he's good. So he looks over your shoulders to the room behind you, and he's like, well, considering you've knocked out 2 agents, I assume you know about the bureau. Why are you do realize it's a dangerous I guess department. They're very dangerous. Why do a bunch of kids care about this?
We're just trying to protect our school. You guys seemed like a threat. Those creatures were a threat. We were trying to keep the school safe.
Yeah, creatures are a threat, and that's why we're studying them.
So you guys aren't our
I
enemy?
didn't threaten anybody.
And
I've
so
never threatened.
I
He
poked
helped
my
save
head
the school.
under the, behind like a desk, and I was like, "We just want the tape that the thing had." And
So
ducked
I
back
rolled
down.
a 8. I rolled a 8. I asked them, are you the bad guys or the good guys?
That's a normal question.
I mean, like, for me to tell if they're gonna lie or not.
and he looks at you, and goes, "We're human. We're the good guys. We want to get rid of this filth that keeps coming into our world."
Whoa.
Whoa, okay.
Whoa, whoa.
Oh, so that's what a bad guy would say.
You're gonna.
So
Haha.
I have 3 arrows loaded, right? So I fire one of them like towards his feet just to intimidate him more.
Okay, give me an intimidation roll.
Come on, big money. I got a 12 plus 0. 12.
Okay, he's like, "This isn't. There's nothing you can do to me that's gonna be worse than what the organization will do."
I'm gonna look at him and say, like whatever date that my parents died and stuff, I'm gonna be like, what do you know about the incident that happened that date? Was your bureau part of that?
So let me look up to see what date it was. So September 21st, 2048 was the date.
Yeah.
And he was like, "I don't know. I wasn't even working with this place then. I've only been here for about a year."
I'm gonna creepily look to the side and say, Mom and Dad, were they part of it?
And you see the guy looking around, and he's like, "So you're insane." And you see your mom just kind of staring at the guy. You recognize that she recognizes the name of the Bureau of Paranormal Investigation. But she doesn't. She just kind of nods slowly when pointing to him.
Like, yes?
She's like pointing to him and just shaking her head.
Like, no?
To him. Yeah. And the guy's like, Are you okay?"
I'm just staring at him.
I
Just broken.
We will be asking the questions.
Hey, calm down, kid. French kid. Like,
Fucking French.
And I load an arrow. Oh, what's the long bread thing that the French have? Baguette.
Baguette.
A baguette.
Yeah, a baguette. So I load an
No.
arrow that's shaped like a baguette at him.
so he's like, "Oh, what? You gonna kill me with carbs?" Like,
Make a roll for it.
And that would be with disadvantage.
Gluten allergy.
So Bruiser, give me another Constitution roll.
Constitution would be 8.
Okay, so with this one, your thoughts start screaming, and it's to the point like you've been in fear this entire time because you've been watching this van for a very long time. This is the first time you've gotten close to it. But they can see your thoughts for like the rest of the group can see your thoughts for you watching as they've been abducting students from the school, but when you started to look closer at the students, you realized that they were other things. They were elves and they were ogres. Oddly enough, Bruiser really likes fantasy, so you were able to recognize all these races.
Right.
Um,
So he is a nerd.
So
Hey,
good
yeah,
or evil, they're just abducting anyone who's not human.
I'm a deeply closeted nerd.
Hey, bullies can be nerds too.
yeah.
But so we all suddenly have this realization that he is a bully and a nerd at the same time.
And you guys feel closer to him.
Aww.
Oh.
What?
I pull my
What-
knife out of my pocket.
What are you gonna do with it?
I don't know. I have no. I don't know. I guess I'll threaten the guy too. Want to know where all the kids have gone.
Okay, give me an intimidation roll.
What's the modifier for intimidation?
Charisma.
5.
Okay. So he's like,
You're using a D20, right?
Yeah.
you see,
Shit rolls.
you like pull your knife out and you're kind of spinning it around, but your hand is shaking.
Mm-hmm.
And the doctor, he just kind of lowers his hand. He's like, "What do you guys want? You want the goblin? Are you gonna kill him?" And he's not the best specimen we've collected. If you want him, just go ahead and take him. But
Where are all the others?
they've been cataloged and stored.
When you say stored, what do you mean? Are they alive?
I don't
Like
know.
you have them for sale?
We
Not in
We've-
store.
we study them, we freeze them, we ship them off. Once they get to headquarters, I don't know what happens.
Good or evil, just anyone who's not normal humans.
Well, these creatures are invading our world, so that's never a good thing. Name one movie where alien invasions have happened and been a good thing.
There was that alien
Outer
movie.
Space.
There's that alien movie where they were cops and they were like drank spoiled milk. They were good.
What movie was that?
It was like a show also.
Alien, right?
Yeah, he was. No, it was like Alien Nation. That's what it was called.
International.
Alien Nation. Like they were good guys and they were treated like racistly. Like everyone was racist against them and they were good guys.
Oh, Species. Species was good.
What?
I don't think Species was good.
Did we see the same movie?
Just the news
Pred-
part.
Predator. He gave him a gift at the end.
Yeah.
Is the rat guy wearing underwear?
He is, yeah.
I pulled him up sharply.
Wedged you for Species.
For that suggestion.
Bully's gonna bully.
What's my save on that to try and
Uh,
grab his arm with
so-
the style tail?
Rick, give me an attack roll, and then
D20.
Tom, give me
Dex save.
yeah, dex save.
Attack is modified by strength, right?
Since you're doing a strength attack, yeah.
9.
Okay, so it does add. What's your AC, Tom?
12.
Okay, so you kind of like where you're still shaking. You're trying to grab his underwear, but his tail is like smacking your hands out of the way. And so you're like, I didn't want to do that anyways.
I give up. It's not worth it.
They do that. They follow
So,
you making you come up.
Guys, I just want to like say this all to you. They're literally harvesting, experimenting on a group of people because of their race.
Wait,
I
there's
think
a
we
race?
should probably
What?
kill these guys. I just bluntly say, I think we should probably just kill this guy. I just bluntly say it in front of him.
When you say it like that, it sounds bad. But these creatures are, they're interdimensional beings coming to our dimension to take over our world.
I'm gonna literally interrupt him as he's trying to justify it with a mind sliver. Just give him a headache immediately.
The nurse is still there, right?
Yeah, and she's trembling. She's like. And
I say
along
we
with
hear
the
the-
other
I
doctor.
I say
Awesome.
we hear them out.
I just rolled 20 with mod for perception. I want to see if I can tell how much she knows about what's going on.
So that would be insight. You can tell that she's the lowest rung on the ladder. She just does what she's told. You can tell by her clothes that they're very cheap and worn. That she's just doing this as a job. The other doctor, you can see that he is
Yeah, there were two of them.
second in command. But the one that's been talking to you, he seems to be the one in charge.
I don't think we should let these guys go.
Wait,
guys?
you've been hurting innocent people this whole time?
They've been
Guys.
hurting innocent people, Yubs.
I have an idea. And please? This time, can you grab my fucking clothes? I'm gonna turn into a rat. What should I roll? Because I want to dash toward the second in command guy and try and crawl up into his asshole.
Call his underwear.
So you've already done your wild shape once. You won't be able to do it again.
As a
Or
it's
do you
not-
have it?
since I'm technically it's like in akin, it's an action to go between.
Yeah, but per
Were
your
rat.
level, you should be. So there's the lycanthrope for the were rat, and then changing from your one form to rat form. I think we had originally set it up to be once per day. Yeah.
That's right, we did.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
It would have been cool. I'm just gonna say,
Yeah.
Yubs, these are bullies. These are bullies, Yubs.
The
So
bullying?
I
They're hurting people. That's not good. Busting out yums.
And so as he's doing that, as he's like transforming, the doctor throws down a smoke bomb.
Really?
And-
A smoke bomb?
Yeah.
Yubs does not care. Yubs picks up the desk that he's been hiding behind.
Okay.
Just-
So with the smoke bomb, you guys give me a perception roll.
Can I use my 20 from before when I was looking at everybody
Nope.
to see how much they know?
12.
7.
15.
What's the modifier for perception?
Wisdom?
15. Your modifier is different than.
So, apologize. Passive perception is 12. Does that matter for anything?
That's
Pass-
just what you'll see, like
Okay.
as you don't have to roll for passive perception.
Then 9's what I rolled.
Yeah, your perception's a +1.
So 10.
I got a 7.
What did the other two get?
I got a
Trevor and
12.
John?
Actually, that was a 14, sorry.
Okay. So you guys, the only thing you see as the smoke clears is the nurse standing there. The other two doctors have disappeared.
What about the
What
goblin?
about the two knocked out agents we had?
They're still there. They're still knocked out.
Yeah, Goblin's still there.
Goblin's still there.
Yubs yells in outrage.
Well, we still have 2 agents to interrogate.
Yeah.
Wait. The nurse is trembling in terror, right?
Yeah, she is terrified.
But she hasn't moved at all.
No, she's still standing there. She's like, and she's like shaking and just trying not to cry.
Does she shit herself?
She's not shit herself, but like she's not holding back the tears as well as she's trying to.
Yubs looks morally conflicted between not wanting to hurt an innocent and wanting to just wreck this nurse at the exact same time.
to you.
So I take out my stun arrow, which has like those like two pokey things that have like electrical charge. You know that the stun gun thing
Like a
has.
Like a
taser.
cattle
Yeah.
prod.
Yeah, like a
Tasers.
taser. Yeah.
The pokey
Sorry.
things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I take out my taser arrow and I tase one of the agents that's down there that is wearing the shitty underwear.
Okay. So he's
Just
like
wake him up.
magically unconscious, and then you tase him, and now he's fully unconscious.
But is his body like when he did it? Did his body go like that?
Yeah, you could.
It's a
see
little
him, like, for second,
satisfying.
and then he just kind of falls over.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. So
I-
that motion, that jerking, little bit motion, is enough to distract Yubbs from like wanting to rage out at this poor nurse. And he
Yeah.
watches it and he just starts laughing and kind of like half lowers the desk. He's like, ha 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 ha, silly man dance. Ha ha.
So I go and I slap the other one, just to wake him up from magic, because the magic was supposed to last 60 seconds, right?
It was only supposed to last a
Yeah.
minute.
This
so-
conversation's not been that long.
okay, makes sense.
So you slap the guy. And he's
Feels
like,
longer.
Yeah. So I pull out the socks from his mouth.
Just duct
You
tape
take the
him
duct
over
tape
to-
off.
Yeah, you got
the
that
feet-
duct tape him.
It's like 3 minutes of. And he immediately, as soon as you remove the duct tape, spits the sock out and just throws up everywhere.
Yeah, I do that too.
Yeah,
What role caused that?
the sweaty gym socks that were in his mouth.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
But he's sitting there tied up, and he's like, "What do you guys want? You're not gonna get anything out of me. You can kill me."
I, still
So-
holding the desk in one hand, I grab him by the shirt and just lift him up, so he's eye level with me, and go, "Oh, you talk."
He doesn't have a shirt.
Oh, he does.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Just the skin,
Oh.
just
Underwear,
flappy
just
skin.
wearing underwear.
Yeah. One is
You
in
just look at him
underwear,
with
one
his
is in
shitty underwear.
pants.
yeah. Are you just lift him up by the underwear?
Both of them are caked.
By,
with shit.
by the shitty underwear.
I just look him in the eye and go, you talk, small man, or yub crush head with that stuff.
Give me an intimidation roll.
He'll do it too.
Yeah.
I've seen him do it for a lot less.
Oh, nice. 17.
19.
As soon as you lift him up and you're like, "Oh, you'll talk," he was like, "All right, what are we gonna talk about? You want to talk about my boss? I can tell you all about my boss, organization, anything you want to know."
I then gesture with the desk pointing at Brian and go, "You smart one, talk."
Yes. Okay, so I'm actually going to pull out my cell phone and start recording so that we get all of this down. And I'm going to be like, okay, I want to know everything about your organization, why you're killing and experimenting on students, where you're holding them, and also about if you know anything about the Damagely incident in September. What the date you told me?
2048.
September 1.
2048. Yeah. Just
September
all that.
21st,
I want to know
2048.
all that. Everything. And if you don't tell us, we kill you, and then we'll just wake up your friend and get it from him.
I don't know anything about a Damagely incident. I can't tell you. I don't know anything about that. As far as the subjects, a lot of them are put into like cryogenic stasis, just to protect the public. We don't know anything like really about these creatures coming here. We are trying to save humanity. Like these creatures, there was 3 lizards that killed a janitor.
Yeah, we stopped them.
Y-
You guys didn't
You
do your
stopped-
job.
No, you guys didn't stop them. The janitor's dead.
We stopped them after he killed the janitor, but we stopped them before they could do more damage. Specifically,
Well,
Yups did.
Oh,
Yubs
Yeah.
breaks them with their small bodies with bare hands. It was fun.
So clearly, you guys weren't doing your job.
Well, you guys, I mean, like we have a lot to work with. Nexus events are happening all over the city. We're spread thin. The most of the subjects are taken to the dock. Where they go after that, I don't know, above my pay grade. What were your other questions?
Why are you doing it? Like, are they like good or evil? You're just freezing all of them.
Yeah, and how much money do you make a year?
Why are
So
you
I
not
make
wearing clothes?
I make 47,000 before taxes. And I mean, like they're evil creatures. We can't risk them killing. Like, I mean, you saw the lizards, what they did. If we had to wipe out the memories of 2 teachers. That does a lot of damage.
Wait, you have memory wiping technology?
No, I didn't say that.
Yeah, you do. Okay. Where is it? Come on. Come
I
on.
don't know.
Come on. Come on.
Roll persuasion.
That's where the
Anyone
dock
else
is
seeing
as
my
well.
screen
23.
from time to time?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's all the green flash.
that's a 23 persuasion, and I'm literally just saying, "Come on."
He's like, God, I hate kids. Yeah, we got memory wiping stuff. It's typically the cleanup crews. They're the ones that have it. I wish that, like, I've seen so much messed up shit.
So
Like,
you want your
last
memory
week-
wiped?
I would love to have my memory wiped.
Yob can do that. Me bash your head with that.
Yeah.
That's not the no. We've been tracking a dragon, for example. Like, you guys. I don't know if you've ever played D&D, but you know how much damage a dragon can do.
Sounds like good fight. I'm just
Yeah.
like looking off
So,
in the
there-
distance.
I literally
A
want
dragon?
to project the entire incident of my parents' death into his head and just be like, what caused this? Like the full. I'm gonna make him live the full fucking event.
All right, so let's roll Constitution for him. So he rolled a 1.
Poor guy.
Oh,
Man,
So
He was
you're
there.
projecting this, and like his nose starts bleeding, and he starts having a seizure.
Fuck again.
holy-
Yeah.
Oops.
And you guys hear from the table, the goblin. He's like, "Hey guys,
Yeah?
Oh, that right.
I-
Yubs have picture in head with pain.
No, I
Is
really
that
like. I have to pee. Can you guys?
Yeah,
Take-
yeah. And I point the
Buddy,
desk
you're
to the
already
goblin.
caked in shit.
I point the desk to the goblin, and I point the desk at the nurse. It's like, lady, undo goblin friend. Yeah, he
So
brings
she
these up.
starts like, just nodding and starts undoing, the restraints for the goblin, and he sits up, and it's really weird because he doesn't have pockets, but he pulled a tape out of somewhere, and he's like, "All right, you guys, here's the tape. Let's get the fuck out of here."
Where'd you get
But-
the tape?
Yeah, no, that was from the previous one. We made him get the security tape for us.
No, where was he hiding it?
Oh,
In my butt.
Oh,
oh.
Sometimes it's good
But-
not ask questions.
I don't know if I necessarily want to get out of here because I'm just gonna be honest. This is a lot nicer than my mom's old van.
Yeah.
we take the van.
I think we should steal the van.
Yubs agree. It smelled better and worse same time.
Hey,
So-
should we maybe look for a tracker on this thing?
I would ask the guy, but he's like seizing out and bleeding through his nose, right?
Oh, what about his friend?
We could.
Yeah,
Hey,
he's
now?
unconscious from where you tased him. So as you guys, you did find a set of keys as you were going through the stuff. It looks like the 2 bureau agents were the ones that were driving it. So you guys pack up the van and just, I guess Brian's the one driving.
I have my license.
Yeah.
As you drive off into the sunset.
At some point, I'm getting one of those memory wipers. That's a goal of mine now, to get a memory wiper from the hazmat people.
And we will stop there.
I'm gonna end the stream.